So, Seneca Lake, right?
Seneca Lake.
Seneca Lake. And we're at the tip of the pier here. And what's the name of that bar over here? Marine.
The bar where the music is the Marina.
Marina.
And we just ate at dinner at the Harbor Hotel.
Had dinner at the Harbor Hotel.
And these are you're seeing all the sailboats that are moored. Well, not moored, they're at docks.
Mm-hmm. And the light here is the salt mine.
The light there is the salt mine. Yeah, the bright lights there, and then there's actually not too many lights because here the cliff is so steep. On the east side of the lake, there's a very steep cliff that goes all the way down to the water, so it's very difficult to have any houses. But then as you get farther up, it's possible to have houses. Wow. That's so pretty. They're just like these little tiny waves. Really
Man,
nice.
the stars must be beautiful by you, huh?
Oh, you know, when you look at a picture, you know, like on CNN, they'll show a map of the world sometimes, you know, at night.
Yeah.
And if you really look carefully and you pick out this part of central New York, you'll see it's one of the darkest places on that map. I mean, other than like, you know, the middle of the Great Plains or something, or Africa, or the middle of Brazil. But in terms of darkness, it's just like a piece of New York State that's surrounded by, to the north of us is Rochester, to the kind of to the left, you know, kind of diagonally to the left is Rochester, diagonally to the right is Syracuse, and then, you know, behind us, diagonally to the right, is Binghamton. Then there's Elmira. There's all these, you know, smaller cities, but right here, it's like a big dark spot. And at our house, because the other thing is that we're up higher, we're up around 1,300 feet, so we don't get a lot of ground. We get dews, but we don't have a lot of ground fog, so we see the lights beautifully, the stars beautifully.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So you say north is Rochester?
Kind of to the northwest would be Rochester.
Okay.
And to the northeast is Syracuse.
Okay.
And so we're on the pier and we're facing almost due north.
Okay. And then what's to our what cities to our southeast you were saying?
To our southeast, about an hour away would be Binghamton, where you changed your buses.
Right. And then Elmira is to...
Elmira would be almost due south of us, to our backs.
Okay.
Watch out now, there's a rock. Don't back up on it.
So right in front of me, I see that bright light. What is that?
That's
the salt mine?
That's one of the salt mines.
And that's in the water?
That's right on the shore, and they have their wells just off the shore of the water, and they have, you know, a couple of wells, and then they pump, as I said, they pump fresh water. They take the lake water, they pump it into one well, and then then it dissolves the salt that's in the salt mine, in the salt dome, if you will.
Yeah.
And then they have another well at the other end, and they pump the salt water out, and then they have a big pipeline that takes it back to the plant, and then they boil off the water and leave salt. But this makes your finer salt. Over on Cayuga Lake, which is the next lake to our east, they actually have salt mines that they go down like 1,000, 2,000 feet, and guys work down there with trucks and, you know, excavators and digging the salt, which then that becomes rock salt, which then goes on the highways in the winter, or for other purposes.
Do they excavate that in chunks?
Yeah, they excavate it in chunks, and I guess they bring it up and then you know, break it down into whatever coarseness that they want.
So the water that they find doesn't go back into the lake?
No, it doesn't go back into the lake. The water is all boiled off, so the water goes up as steam.
Yeah, you know they're saying that fracking creates earthquakes.
Yeah, but they've been fracking here for 100 years.
Have they? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, fracking for oil is kind of new, but what they're doing is essentially fracking because they're injecting